Pope Leo just released his first papal encyclical, and it is a controversial one. If you don't know what an encyclical is, it's basically a letter from the Pope to the Catholic bishops and the rest of the Catholic Church, interpreting doctrine, guiding the faithful, and offering a church perspective on world events. Pope Leo just released his first one titled Magnifica Humanitas, or Magnificent Humanity. The main purpose of this encyclical is to address artificial intelligence, and the majority of what he says is negative about AI. He starts off the encyclical by referencing Pope Leo XIII, his predecessor, who was openly against overdevelopment of technology because it can harm humanity. He then goes into AI, calling it a harm to humanity, and explicitly says that it could have long-term effects on the dignity of individuals and the common good. He then referenced the Tower of Babel, comparing artificial intelligence to the Old Testament story of the Tower of Babel. In this story, the people on earth tried to build a tower to reach all the way up to heaven and achieve things without God. And Pope Leo is basically saying AI is a very similar thing to that we are abandoning God and following our own creations. Later on, Leo touches on the dignity of human beings and how we are made in the image of the triune God, and how AI can pose a threat to the individual human dignity. Leo points out how the church was slow to condemn slavery throughout history, and this time he's not going to be slow to condemn the slavery that is posed by new technology. Leo then went on to talk about the equal dignity of all human beings and how this is still a very important part of church social doctrine. If you scroll through this encyclical, you will see countless references to John Paul II and the Second Vatican Council. This is because Pope Leo fully intends on continuing the modern movement of the church. Chapter 3 is titled Technology and Dominance, the Grandeur of Humanity in Light of the Promises of AI. In this chapter, Leo drops a very powerful quote: "The contemporary man has not been trained to use power well." He went on to talk about how technology is veering away from helping humanity and is more so leaning towards harming humanity. However, he explicitly states that his intention is not to offer a comprehensive treatment on artificial intelligence, but rather to warn against the signs that he is seeing. Leo also makes plenty of positive claims about AI, calling it a valuable tool, but warns against the abuses of humanity through AI. This document is over 43,000 words, and I have not read the entire thing yet, but I promise I'll keep you guys updated, and go read it for yourself because it's a very, very good church document. Remember, take your questions to a priest, not random people online, and God bless.